Hello, world. It's Diamond Life Radio. Carly Black in the building. I have one authentic woman here with me today, Miss TRENACE, TRACEY. How you doing, ma'am?
I am good. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you for having me today.
Yes, ma'am. No problem. It's well overdue. Man, you got so much going on. For the people who are not familiar with you, tell them who you are.
So, first of all, I'm TRENACE K. Carter, an authentic woman. I'm a five-time published author, master certified life coach, professional speaker, um, and now I'm in an event. We're about to have our first annual What Your Mama Never Told You event.
Okay, so what Mama never told you, can you emphasize what that is for us, please?
So many times, I'm a mother, you're a mother, you have a mother, I have a mother. So sometimes we have a difficult or uncomfortable conversations with mothers. Sometimes they don't have them. Sometimes we don't have them. We don't know what to say. They don't know what to say. Maybe they are ignorant of the information, and ignorant does not mean dumb. They just don't know how to approach a topic. It makes you uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable. So we are bridging the gap between mothers and daughters by conversation started topics. We're not trying to change anybody's mind because you're going to change them. You're going to deal with that on your own based on you. But we're just trying to drop the seed of starting a conversation.
Okay, so um, tell us more about your event. Um, Let us know what your overall goal is or your mission.
So it's not just me. It's
Okay.
my daughter. Um, she has decided to take this journey along with me, which is odd because always used to say, "Mommy, I don't want to do what you do," but look at her out here doing the same thing that I do. She thought it was important. We have a very good relationship, but even with our good relationships, it's difficult. So what our plan is. At the beginning, we were like, well, maybe we should have an event. And then this event started turning into an annual event. Just because there are so many times that we want to talk about things, we don't know how to talk about things. So this is our way to help build the mother-daughter bond, or to even create one, or even rebuild a mother-daughter bond.
Okay. So I know you told me various things that you're going to be discussing at the event. Could you just highlight some of those topics for us?
So right now we have confirmed speaker for financial literacy, wealth protection. We have some sex conversation going on. We're waiting on confirmation from the hypnotherapist to talk about healing the inner child. We're waiting on confirmation from that. We have, who else? Someone there talking about education, someone talking about perseverance. So it's all built. These are the building blocks right now to launch the next year, and even the event that's going to happen between then. This summer, we're going to be starting our debutante program, and that's going to be for 3 months.
Okay. So you said next summer?
Next summer for 3 months. We're in the forming stages of that right now.
Okay. So what age groups are you looking to target with your debutante program?
That's from 14 to 18. We're starting with 12 girls, and then we're going to grow it from there, because what we eventually want to do is we're going to start it small, and we want to develop it as a year-round program. Okay. So because girls don't need help just in school. They don't need help just during the summertime. They need somewhere to be free throughout the year, because sometimes mothers, sometimes our daughters just can't come to us. They can't express how they feel. They imagine their life different than what they've experienced. We are dreamers. And sometimes our parents will scare us or scare us away from our dream because of their fear of what our dream looks like to them, not what our dream looks like to us.
Right. So look, when you told me that you were planning the event, right? And you mentioned something about sponsors. What does it take to become a sponsor?
So a sponsor, I've been really kind of selective because I wanted to be within alignment of what we're doing, because we can pick up any type of sponsors, but we want somebody who really believes in building mother-daughter bonds. We want somebody who believes in community, because that's what that is about. That's community. We're looking for someone who understands the importance of womanhood, sisterhood, and community within their own lines of business, because the small business person or small business is an extension of mother and daughter, because it's a part of the community.
Definitely. Okay, so with your sponsorships, how are your sponsorship levels going for anybody that may be interested in sponsoring?
So the way that we're doing this is we're doing 3 levels of sponsorship. All of them will have something key based on their level of investment, because it's an investment. $100. Everybody's going to be in the digital program that we're going to have, but there's $100 sponsorship, $250 sponsorship, and $500 sponsorship. And with all of those, they kind of differ in what they're going to offer. Thank you for having me unprepared. So let me pull it up real quick to give you a brief synopsis of it.
Okay.
Second here. Okay. So the way that we're doing it is we're doing the gold sponsorship is $500. That allows you to provide your materials to the event. You're on the digital program. You actually get 8 minutes dedicated within that, within the seminar, to speak about your business. Your brand will be the piece of resistance, as they say, of that, because of that level of investment, not only investment to our project, but the investment to the community. Because all of the proceeds will go to the nonprofit organization, because what we're developing, we know that we're going to need space for the actual debutante ball. We're going to need so much to pull that together in excellence, not just something to do, but in excellence to give the young ladies an experience. The silver sponsorship is $250. With that, you'll be able to put your programming in our gift bags that we're given. You'll have a lot of exposure that way, and then of course you'll be in the booklet. And the silver sponsorship, even that small amount, that gives you social media engagement as well as giving you access to the digital program. So it's a lot of details, and I invested a lot of time in what I would want to invest my money in as a business, because although it's for a good cause, it has to be a win-win for everybody.
Right. Definitely. So you mentioned earlier that you were a 5-time published author. Can you elaborate a little bit for us on your books that you already have published, and also the one that you have about to be published?
So my first publication was in 2013. I knew that I was going to be a writer. That was always my dream from the 3rd grade. So that dream came to fruition when I was a big age, with 2013. And that one was Wanted Womanhood, The Secrets of an Authentic Life. And that book is conversations with different women from, I think, the age of 14 to maybe 65 about womanhood, friendships, and types of relationships that we get into as young girls, even up to women. The second book, Diamond Commitment, that was my favorite, and I often find myself reviewing that one just because sometimes it's easy for you to step off and be committed more to other people, places, and things than you are to yourself. So I usually pull that one out when I feel like something else is pulling on me too much. So with that, I will pull that out, make me more mindful of my investment in myself, because when I'm not investing in myself, nobody else benefits.
Right.
They get evil, nasty, angry, crazy, me.
Boy, we've definitely seen that side.
but the thing is, women are taught to be selfless. We're taught to invest in other people, but we're never taught the importance of investing time in ourselves, energy in ourselves. Nothing more than getting our hair and our nails done. And I don't get my hair done. My hair is natural. I don't get my nails done too often. But you have to be more than a pretty package on the outside, because who wants to open up a pretty package on the inside, and find pile of shit?
Right. So what about your third publication?
My third publication, that was Queen Rules, Extraordinary Girls Becoming Extraordinary Women. That was a book that I co-authored with my daughter when she was 14.
Awesome.
So that's her perspective of what being a girl was, and my perspective of what being a girl was for me, how I look at her as a girl. So that one we've been talking about redoing that, just because now it's 10 years later, and she has had a life outside of 14.
Right.
And that's going to be, that book is going to be how we create the curriculum for the girls program.
Awesome. And your fourth publication?
The Lady Flower, The Secrets of a Beautiful Blossom, that talks about the vagina.
I was fixing to say the Lady Flower. I think I know what that is.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't subscribe to calling it a cookie, because cookies have yeast.
Wait, because cookies have what?
Yeast, don't they?
Yeah.
They have to have something to make them rise, right?
Yeah, this girl say cookies have yeast. I'm about to scream. Oh my goodness. So, and your fifth publication?
Oh, Dear Future Husband. So that one, each book is like a different facet of what I'm going through at that moment. The Lady Flower was just because I realized that so many mothers weren't talking to their girls about their vagina. They were just telling them, don't have sex, don't bring no baby home. They wasn't telling them,
you got to take care of that mug.
Yeah, they wasn't telling them that. And then, I give a little bit of details about sex and protection and cleaning. I'm probably going to update that, because they have so many things right now, the vaginal steam and things. I might update that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But Dear Future Husband definitely was an experiment, because it was an anthology where I had, I think, 5 other authors. I didn't like that experience so much, because my personality is in control of stuff, and I can't control. Although I give you a guide, I give you, this is your window to get it done. I can't control you following my rules to have certain things done at certain times.
Right.
But it was also, for me, an experiment of what relationship with a spouse could be like, because he is not going to always do what I want, how I want, when I want him to do. So,
you're right.
Would I do another anthology? Probably not. Probably not.
Right.
So it was definitely, and that book started off with me just posting something silly. People were asking, is this your new book? Is this your new book? And I think maybe the post went something like, I was seeing this guy, and I'm not going to even don't waste the energy to say who he was, but he was somebody I had a crush on.
This girl say she not even gonna waste the energy to even say who.
Girl, I'm not. I had this crush on him since I was 10, and he allegedly had a crush on me, and we were going through this long distance. We go through this relationship thing, and I created a post. Dear future husband, thank you for putting up with my nonsense, blah, blah, blah. I eat cookies in bed. It was me who left the crumbs in the bed. Who else could it be with me? You hear, blah, blah, blah. So it was a funny post. A lot of people said, well, is this a book? And I was like, no, not really. And one of my friends and this radio host in South Carolina, he was like, this would be a good book. And I was like, you think? So, a book. It was a fun experience because it allowed me to explore or access the love part of me, because we all got that part of us. It allowed me to explore that love part of me. It allowed me to share the experience to authors for the first time, because a lot of the authors in the book were first-time authors. It was fun. You can't even get the book because I've been thinking about whether I still have a few more copies. I've been thinking about whether I'm going to redo it, rebrand it, repurpose it with new authors, because some of them were a bit much. So we talked about our dreams or vision of what our spouse would be like, and wrote letters to them. Well, you know me, so mine was still in course, because that's the side of me. So that was that. That was a time in my life, and many times my books are a time in my life when I'm processing something, and I'm going through something. I'm thinking of something, and it's my way to walk through that process, because I know somebody else is probably going through that same process. So I'm sharing my experience with them. So this last one, I gave you a couple of chapters. I don't know if you got the opportunity to read.
I haven't read through all of it. I did start it. And like now, the time that I really have to do extra stuff is like right before sleep time. So it's like, yeah, I went to sleep on it, but I'm definitely gonna finish it. You gave me the other book to read too, the P-word prayers.
Oh, the pussy prayers.
Yes.
So although I believe that God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, I believe that that's not the only literature that I will read.
Right.
But I'm not always at church.
Right.
I'm not always. I have to know what's going on.
Definitely.
Period. And I mean, how am I going to help other women and girls if I can't access other literature, become knowledgeable about other things besides? It ain't nothing wrong with the Holy Bible.
Right.
But we got to know other stuff, because being holy will keep you single. Straight up.
Yes, ma'am. Why would you say that? Can you elaborate on that? You crazy lady.
Well, it's always, you know what? How can I share this to my people? So, because I've been getting text messages while I've been sitting here. How can I share this broadcast to people?
Hold on. So we're gonna go to, what I'll do right now is send you this YouTube link.
Okay.
Yeah, they can join on YouTube, and then they can right here. Then they can join on and chat with us on live or whatever. So look.
So how do holy keep us single?
Yes.
Because some of us, we talk about we married to Jesus. And if you are truly married to Jesus, that means you don't have a desire for a man in your life. I have a desire for a man in my life. I have a desire for a man to be rubbing up against me, touching me, hugging me, kissing me. So there are a lot of women of faith, Christian women, who need to have, who like to say they're married to Jesus, got to have this man so close to God, he's closer to God than Christ, and you're not going to ever find nobody like that. And then you're not going outside to meet none. The only time you're going to meet a man is UPS, USPS, FedEx, or if he's breaking into your house. And if he's breaking into your house, who wants to meet a man?
Right.
You got to be outside to meet the man.
Me and my friend were just talking about that. I was like, girl, you gotta go in order to meet somebody, you feel me? But then it's like, who even really just have that? I don't think I even have enough patience or enough anything right now to even meet anybody new or anything. It's like, it's gonna take too much out of me. Like, goodness gracious. You know?
Well, if you desire to not be alone, then you need to get yourself together. Just straight up.
Definitely. So look.
I'm going down here out the house ready.
Hold on, can you say it again?
I'm going out the house ready.
Oh yeah.
Put yourself together.
Oh, I'm definitely putting mine together every time.
I'm not saying put makeup on every day. Like you see, I don't have no makeup on. As a matter of fact, I have been wearing makeup for weeks. I have the skin. This is how I go out there. I don't even go out the house out here. Not going out with a body. I mean, again, I believe in God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. I believe He's going to give me the man that He created just for me. But I know that based on who I am and what I do, that there are a lot of things that are important to me, and they have to be important to Him. And for me, you have to volunteer. That's important to me. Because I volunteer, you got to have that understanding. Community is important. You got to be a believer, but he ain't got to be so close to God. He's squeezing Jesus out on the right hand side. He ain't gonna be no fun. I like to laugh. I'm silly.
Right.
So I'm just saying, being super spiritual will have you super single. And that's probably something that we're going to, because this is not going to be the only event. I'm kind of developing after this a grown woman type situation. I think me and you had talked about it one time before, but definitely a grown woman experience. I don't know. A lot of people come to me with a lot of different topics, but what I'm going to do is get a list of topics, and I'm going to maybe do an adult conversation, a grown woman conversation, maybe one every quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one every quarter. Because can I be honest?
Of course.
We be telling each other the wrong stuff. Straight up. We tell each other the wrong stuff all the time. And this is why we can't get ahead. I don't want to be the smartest one in the circle. Right. I don't want to be the sharpest pencil in the box. Iron sharpens iron. And in order for us to get better, we got to connect with some people that are better than us. Oftentimes, even in business, you as a businesswoman, you see business stuff all the time telling you, let me help you make this money. Let me help you make that. Let me help you do this. But where's your social proof that you've done that? You telling me how to do it, but are you here?
Right.
So how can you even believe that information is right?
And you can't. You just
right.
Right. So look, for the people that may be just joining us, let us know again about what your mama never taught you. What your mama never told you.
What your mama never told you is our first annual mother-daughter event that is bridging the gap between mothers and daughters. We are doing this event with conversations starting topics every year, probably about September of every year. This is important to me because I don't really have a good relationship with my mother. And me and my daughter, we have a great relationship. And she and I believe that this is a great way to help mothers and daughters begin to converse about things that are difficult, because who wants to tell their mother they want to have sex? Who wants to tell their daughter that I don't know how to budget my money? So these are this is our part. This is our responsibility to plant seeds in the community to develop a better community, because mothers are the givers of life.
Right.
They make the household better, and when we good, your household flow.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, being a single mother is hard.
For sure.
It's hard, and I won't say that I wear the badge proudly. All of my children are adults, but wouldn't it have been easier if I had chose a better person to have kids with, and we had raised them and with a mother and a father, and their trauma, because we all got trauma, would have been different, hopefully, than it is with mama scrambling, working all of these jobs to pay the bills, mama not available to go to my events, or guess what, mama can't afford to put me in gymnastics or cheerleading or whatever it was. I missed out on the experience. And that's what life is about. Life is about experiences. Wouldn't our life experience be better if mama had made better choices that showed us how to make better choices or different choices?
Right. Definitely. So, what is your overall goal for your, I want to call it a program, you know what I mean? Because with it being community based, you're going to be doing a debutante program. Like what is your,
that has always been, I didn't realize that was important to me until it was important to me. And I believe that sometimes the worst things that happen to you put you in a position to have an understanding that you weren't supposed to be doing that shit no more. Because had I never been fired from AT&T, I would have never written a book.
Yeah.
And I was fired from AT&T over some racist stuff. I said that they don't pay me to do your job. They don't pay me to do my job and your job. I don't collect your check and my check. So no, you need to get back in there. So that's how all of that snowballed. But had I not been fired from AT&T, I'd have been at AT&T 20 years. There would not have been a book. There would not have been, I would not have been in magazine articles. I would not have written magazine articles. So God has a way to direct you in the direction that He needs you to go based on why He created you.
Yep.
So with all of that being said, once I realized that I'm supposed to serve women and girls, then I thought about, well, I think I want to have a girls program. And before I moved here in Houston, I had actually started scouting out buildings where I wanted my organization to be. So this is just that showing up right now.
So you said before you moved to Houston, where are you originally from?
I'm Chicago, born and bred. When I die, I'm Chicago dead. What's up?
Look, okay, let it out. Let's get it going. From the Chi.
And I've lived a lot of places. We were military kids until my parents were divorced, so I lived a lot of different places. And then when I became an adult, I've lived in North Carolina, South Carolina, living here. I don't know that this is my forever place. Right now, Houston feels like it's my forever place.
I was gonna say I know you like it here better than anywhere else.
Yeah, I do like it here. It's open for, it's a great place for people. It's a great place for business. It's just that, but then it's the South, and there's some things that are the same about the South, no matter what part of the South you go to.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So, what you didn't tell us about was your upcoming book.
Oh, so everybody has been asking me about this book. When is it coming out? Embrace Your Crown, a time management handbook. So
time management.
Yeah.
So would you consider yourself like a life coach in some ways?
I am a certified master life coach.
Okay.
You didn't even know that.
No, I didn't.
I got certified during COVID.
Okay.
Because I had time.
Right. Right. My mama just got her certification as well. So I was about to say, goodness gracious, I lost my thought because I'm over here freestyling. I don't have anything written down. I was about to ask you, so with your program, what would you like to see your program within the next 10 years?
Oh, so this is what I would like to see is, first of all, we start this program for the 3 months, and we pick a date for the debutante ball, and then we go from the debutante ball a couple of weeks later to the second annual What Your Mama Never Told You. Then when the debutante program rolls around, we have more girls. Within the next 10 years, I want a couple of different facilities in a couple of different cities. I want to be able to certify other women to teach this program in their city.
Right.
To other girls. Nationally, I hadn't thought about nationally because I don't even have any idea what that looks like. But what I do know is that I would like to certify other women to do this same thing in their community.
That's great. What would you call your writing style?
It's just like talking to me. At least that's what I've heard. But it's just like talking to me. My first book, a young lady bought the book, and she was like, "Girl, this is just like talking to you." But then she also indicated that book, my very first book, made her understand that she wasn't ready to be a wife. And I was like, wow. I didn't even do that. But I mean, if that's what you got out of that, that's what you got out of that.
Right.
One of my classmates from 5th grade, when she read the book, she was like, it made me cry. I was like, why would it make you cry? She said, a lot of the things you talked about were things that I experienced. So when I went back to read the book to see what they were talking about, I was like, it made me cry. How my own words make me cry. So I like to connect with my reader. That's why I gave you those few chapters to make sure I did my job to connect with my reader, to have a person to understand that I'm just like them, and they are not the only one going through whatever they are going through in that moment. I like to develop a partnership with you. I can't be an asshole, but I want you to know on the inside, I'm a gentle asshole.
That baby is crazy, honey. Listen. You wanna see somebody go off? You mess with something on her disc, honey. Mess with something on her disc, baby. She's gonna cuss you out and then she's gonna pray for you.
I mean, I'm working on it.
Right, that's all that matters. So, tell the people where they can find you, Miss TRENACE.
So, I'm everywhere you want to be. I'm on Facebook. As One Authentic Woman and TRENACE K. Carter. Those are my professional pages. I'm on Instagram as One Authentic Woman. I'm on Twitter as One Authentic Woman. I'm on TikTok as One Authentic Woman. Everywhere.
Everywhere. One Authentic Woman.
Right. So, I mean, I just want to be able to influence the community one person at a time. I know that I can't help everybody. I can't serve everybody. Lord knows my tongue is not for everybody. I got to give some people me in doses because I know me. I can't, I'm just saying. I know me. So, with all of that, I would say, I know I'm not going to help everybody, but I'm going to help who I'm supposed to help. And those people will help who they're supposed to help. And those people are supposed to help. They're going to help who they're supposed to help. And then my job, my responsibility will be done.
Right.
Because we all are here on the face of the earth to do something.
Definitely.
We're here to do something. And if you don't do what you're responsible for, then those other people can't do what they're responsible for. And then when you die and go to heaven, I'll be like, what's up? What you do? What happened? And I don't want that to happen. You go, man, what happened? What happened? You knew. You knew. It's not like you didn't know.
Right.
But we all know. We let somebody else convince us that that's not a good idea. We should not be doing that. That sounds stupid. That's crazy. And we let somebody else convince us to not do what our heart tells us to do.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So, if you could tell, you just said a lot right there. But if you could tell everybody in the world, or since your target audience is women, if you could tell every woman in the world one thing, what would it be?
I would say, live your best life authentically, because ultimately, when you get up every day and look in the mirror, you see your face. You don't see your mama now. You don't see kids. You don't see nobody but you. And if you make a decision and you can't look yourself in the mirror, then you not make the decision.
Thank you very much for joining us. For the tickets for your event, where are they at?
Right.
Okay.
Right. What your mom never told you, I'm gonna you're getting on your nerves if you start following me.
I was gonna say too, when we get off, you can go back and post the link for the tickets in the comments and send it to me as well. And I think we will do another one, and we'll do another interview as well, like a little closer to your event date.
Well, Bahia C. Carter will be here by then because she is coming home.
Your daughter?
My co-host.
Okay. So, but yeah, definitely then we're going to be doing another interview when it gets a little closer to the event date. Once again, tell us the event date. Tell us about the event before we go, and let the people know where they can find you one last time, or where they can follow you on what platforms.
Okay. So, you don't want to miss what your mama told you. We're bridging the gap between mothers and daughters. The event is September 16th, starting at 9:30 a.m., ending at 1 p.m. We feed you. We got brunch. We got gifts. We got knowledge to give you. You can find the event on Eventbrite. I think that I'm going to offer a discount towards the end of the month, maybe for 2 weeks. What else? I'm all over social media. That's the number one, Authentic Woman. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. What else?
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I don't know. You on Threads?
Yeah, I'm on there too.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out that one in TikTok. this is just way too much for me.
Right?
So, I'm gonna probably have to pay somebody because I just don't have the time or patience to learn that. I believe in paying people who are experts. I'm not an expert. I'm not gonna hurt my head trying to be an expert.
Right. Right, definitely.
So you definitely want to come out to with your mom. Guaranteed to be an experience.
And
now,
it's guaranteed to pick up some knowledge for sure.
Next year is gonna be this year is gonna be an experience. Next year is gonna be up level.
Right.
Up level. Every year we're gonna up level because we want you to be up leveled every year. We want you to evolve every year. Now some topics are gonna always be there because we always need to be talking about money because money was not always talked about in the household because we were told money don't grow on trees.
That's the only thing we heard.
Money don't grow on trees. Who gonna pay for that? Don't ask for that. So there's some topics that are gonna always be the same. But I'm hoping my goal is to evolve us all because I don't want our community to die. I just don't. And the Bible says we die from the lack of knowledge.
Your people will perish.
And we don't. I don't want us to die.
Right. Definitely. Well, you keep on serving your purpose, sister. And y'all make sure y'all tune in with us on Diamond Life Radio. Get in touch with this one authentic woman. Purchase your tickets on Eventbrite. And like I said, until next time, ma'am, you have a good one. And thank you again. All right, cool. So that's it. We backstage now.
So what I had not been telling anybody is that Pinky has decided to come back. That boy really messed her over. He saw that she was about to burn off and leave him, so he sabotaged her and made her miss that job opportunity.
That's what they do. But that's how she know like that dude is not for her. Like, hold on, God dog it.